Hey there, Zack Henderson here, and in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you one of my very favorite upper body exercises. Now, we all know how important it is to balance the upper body push with the upper body pull or rowing pattern. And the ultimate upper body pulling exercise, in my opinion, is the pull-up. But of course, the pull-up is rarely accessible by most folks in the gym on day one. So as a coach, I'm always on the lookout for those exercises and progressions that simultaneously help to build strength, build muscle, and are fun and relatively easy to learn, while serving as stepping stones to more advanced or more complex skills if that is in the goal set for the client. And while there are dozens of fine pull-up progressions out there, it's hard to find a single exercise that checks all those boxes, but I think I do have one. It's called the seat row, and basically it's a combination of a tabletop hold with your hands on a bar or rings, and you simply transition into the top lockout of a pull-up with your feet remaining on the ground. So check out this clip from a workshop I hosted last year where I teach the seat row and some of its variations.
One way to bridge the gap between your horizontal row and your vertical pull-up is to do, I believe it's called a seat row. A seat row. So essentially what you're going to do is you're going to start in a bodyweight row position. You're going to sit your butt down, your shoulders up, and you're going to end up at the top of a pull-up. So that looks like this. I go from horizontal to vertical. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
The tricky thing is, everybody wants to keep their butt too far forward. Let your butt sink down and back. Got it?
Yeah.
So you can do that on rings. You can do that here on a bar. Set yourself up and let's practice that. All of a sudden, wham! It's like almost easy.
Yeah.
It's almost easy because you fall into an assisted lockout. And so, again, for something like, I really like doing these on rings because you have that free motion. You can even, again, in the interest of just playing around with scat position, you can start way internally rotated and really stretch out between the shoulder blades. And then do like a full rotation into this chin up. And again, depending on what you're working on, depending on your strength level, you can hack this a million different ways. You could also try this. Adding a body weight float at the top and at the bottom. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So that's why rings and being so close to the ground is so much fun, because you have so many assisted options. You could also just do that one leg. Really working on this. Core on one side, core on the other. That's why I say, like, being okay with spending weeks and months working on a million little nuanced variations of all this stuff, eventually, for goodness sakes, if you spend 6 months doing all this stuff, one day you're just going to hop up on the bar and you're going to do 4 or 5. So that is the seat row. And so you can see there's lots of funky variations that you can play with in the seat row. And because you're low to the ground, and because you always have a foot or two to help you, there's lots of assistance variations that you can do.
So there you have it. The seat row is as simple as that. And as you can see, there are many ways to progress and pregress the seat row. So if you are looking to increase your pull-up numbers, your pull-up strength, or especially get to your first pull-up, this is going to be a very valuable exercise to put some practice into. I would recommend finding a variation that's tough to do. Maybe play with tempo, maybe play with, pulling your feet up off the floor, doing something around 5 reps, maybe 3 to 5 reps, and that's what's going to build that neurological, that neuromuscular strength that is going to translate into the pull-up. If you're rocking and rolling with the pull-ups already and pull-up strength or skill isn't necessarily part of your goal set, then this is still a valuable exercise to build muscle, build work capacity and endurance in the upper body in its entirety. Grip, forearms, biceps, shoulders, upper back, it's all there. And you can even experiment with going a little bit faster in the reps, maybe getting into kind of a pumping type tempo, and you could really rack up the reps, upwards of 20 to 30 at a time, and that's a fantastic way to cap off any upper body workout. So that does it for today. Thank you again so much for watching to the end. And if you want more free strength training content, whether that's with body weight exercise, kettlebells, or powerlifting, do be sure to check out my email list and website linked in the description below. And here's wishing you all the best in your fitness journey. We'll see you in the next video.